Hello and welcome to another episode of NDI TV. I am your host, Renato Strumifigliani. Coming up on today's show, we'll be hearing from the godfather of NDI himself, Dr. Andrew Cross, who will be telling us about the simplicity that the IP standard brings to video. Then we'll be talking to Mevo about their exciting new camera, the Mevo Start, which I'm holding here today, and with which we've been filming sections of the show and the interview we did later with Mevo. And they will be telling us about what makes the camera such a great all-in-one live streaming machine and crucially why they took the decision to integrate NDI straight into the camera. And in this week's Did You Know, Senior Technical Specialist at Mevo, Joseph Capehart, will take us through the steps necessary to get you live streaming with the Mevo Start via NDI. And finally, we'll discover just why NDI is the very best option for you for moving content over IP. But first, it's over to Dr. Andrew Cross.
So when we created NDI, our real mission was to make IP video accessible to everybody. We wanted anyone using software on a computer to be able to make great looking video. We wanted it to be easy to use so that they can experiment with new ideas, so that application vendors can try to come up with the great new thing that is going to move video forwards. But to do this, it truly was essential that NDI was easy to use. So we really went about this in two ways. Number one, it had to really be easy for the customers. You needed to just be able to put this on your network. The sources needed to see each other. It didn't need complex configuration, and it needed just to work. And I think we achieved that very well. But equally importantly, we needed to make it really easy so that the innovators, the people driving this industry forward who are creating software, could take NDI and integrate it into their software really easily. And so we needed not just it to be easy to use for the users, but also to be really easy to integrate. So when we created NDI, those are the two big focuses we had. And I think that those are two of the things that we did very well on, which are part of the reason that today you see all sorts of new ways of using video, new ideas happening that are built around NDI.
Hi there. Today we're going to be talking about this bad boy right here, the Mevo Start, which is the latest all-in-one streaming camera from Mevo, crucially already integrated with NDI. And I'm very happy to be joined here today by Senior Technical Specialist Joe Capehart from Mevo. Hi Joe, welcome to NDI TV.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
So Joe, can you just tell me a little bit about your role at Mevo and what Mevo is best known for?
Sure, absolutely. So I'm Joe Capehart, the Senior Technical Specialist here at Mevo, and really, I like to see myself as someone who just basically interacts with customers, whether it's doing troubleshooting, live shows, asking general questions, handling tickets, doing documentation for our products. And really, the Mevo camera is just the way to get people from A to B to really live stream their long form productions, whether it's for something personal or professional.
And what is so special about the Mevo Start?
So the Mevo Start is so small and compact. It really allows people to take something smaller than a phone even and take it anywhere that they would want to, whether it's wireless, because it does have a 6-hour battery life. It allows them to take it anywhere. We have people who stream in studios, but we also have people who take it to baseball fields or any kind of sporting event in general. And they can run all of this wirelessly, either via NDI or just using the built-in Mevo hotspot mode, which uses their mobile's 4G LTE connection.
And how do you think this camera in particular will help with people's live productions?
Well, the camera really allows you to really minimize the amount of hardware you actually have to take with you. The Mevo Start has built-in, fantastic built-in 3-microphone array, so you don't really need to take any external audio if you don't want to. Everything that you really need is a compact design. That way, you really don't have to fill up your baggage. You don't really have to lug a lot of things around, which, when it comes to video production, is pretty much unheard of these days.
And you mentioned, crucially for us, that you already have NDI built into the camera. What was it that made you decide to go with NDI?
Absolutely. So really what it comes down to is Mevo really prides itself in taking feedback from customers. When we released the Mevo Start, we heard over and over again how people, even when we had the Mevo Plus, which was the previous generation, people wanted NDI. So when we heard that from our customers, it just made sense from a simplicity standpoint to really integrate it and allow people to advance and to really take their production to the next level if they wanted to. If they wanted to integrate with their existing setup, or if they're already using NDI with, vMix, Wirecast, Livestream Studio, OBS, whatever it might be, they can now integrate their Mevo Start into their existing setup instead of starting from scratch with just Mevo products.
Right, and what are the benefits of using NDI for you?
So we use it here in the office quite a bit. So we actually use it via our Ethernet power over Ethernet adapter, which allows us to keep stability. But even for our customers who take it on the road, it allows them to do this wirelessly without running cables for situations that might not make sense. You can run NDI HX and you can have that stable connection, and you can have multiple devices running into existing hardware or software solutions that users are already using. So it really makes it easy to integrate the Mevo with their existing setups, which is ideal for anybody who's already in production.
We're actually using the camera right now to shoot this section right here, and as you can see, the colors look great. For small productions like ours, do you see that a lot of your clients are wanting to use the camera for things like chroma keying or green screening?
Absolutely. It was actually a discussion I had recently with my actual direct supervisor. He was asking about features that users are wanting built into our apps. And I said, chroma key is something people want. Right now, they use the Mevo via NDI, and they go into things like OBS, and let OBS handle that. But absolutely, people are using it for chroma key. They're using it for many types of things, doing overlays and various platforms and software that allows NDI as an input, which is pretty much anything these days.
Yeah, that's true, right. I can see that you have plans in development for the multicam app. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The multicam app, it's progressing fantastically as far as the beta goes. It's an open beta that anyone can join right now. If they go to mevo.com, they can go to our app section and they'll see multicam, and it'll take you to the Facebook beta group where anyone can participate. The multicam beta currently allows you to connect up to 3 Mevo devices, and that could be from a Mevo First Gen if you're an existing customer, all the way to the Mevo Start if you're a new customer. So you can use 3 Mevo devices simultaneously, all within one app, switch among them. It's got auto director, and you can manage multiple audio sources and things like that. And it really allows you to take basically what you would require a computer for. It's basically taking things like OBS or Livestream Studio, and it's putting it directly in your mobile device. So you don't need a computer to have a multiple camera production.
Sounds great. We look forward to playing around with it when it comes out. And if you could sum up NDI in one word or in one phrase, what would it be?
NDI, if I was to sum it up, I would say it's the indispensable tool that allows for the best scalability and accessibility for live streaming.
Excellent. Great answers. Thank you so much for being on NDI TV today, Joe, and have a lovely day.
Thanks for having me, and hope you all have a wonderful day as well.
Yeah, we're going to have lots of fun playing around with this, and look forward to more products from Mevo in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Joe Capar, and I'm the Senior Technical Specialist here at Mevo, and I want to show you how easy it is to get NDI enabled within the Mevo 2.0 app. Once you're actually connected to the Mevo 2.0 app, all you need to do is select the ellipsis in the bottom right of the app, press the cogwheel, scroll down a little bit in the general settings, and you'll see NDI mode. All you have to do is toggle that on or off, and then just below that, you'll see NDI resolution, which allows you to select 720p, 1080p at 5 megabytes per second, or 1080p at 15 megabytes per second, which is for NDI HX for the Mevo Start. Once you actually turn it on, you can select it in your favorite platform, switcher, hardware, whatever it might be, and it should pick up your Mevo via NDI.
Around the world, storytellers are embracing IP technology to create and share their messages. And that's a good thing. At NDI, we've been thinking and working with IP for a long time. And for us, this is much more than just replacing special cables. It's more than just a new kind of connection. It's a new kind of universe. But don't worry, IP is technology you already have. So now we're using it to make storytelling better, more flexible, even more profitable. In a world where any device can connect to every other device, a deep change starts to happen. The entire process is immersed in one environment, where everything can see everything. Imagine two switchers on a network. This one has 8 inputs, so does that one. And this one can take that one's output as a source. But wait, why can't this switcher choose from any of that one's sources? The answer is it can, because this is NDI. Now try 10 workstations on that network. Try 1,000, with everything transparent to everything else. On the network, all sources are equal. You want to cut to that live shot over there? Take it. Technically, it's possible. Of course, we can't route everything everywhere all the time at max resolution, but we don't have to, because this is NDI. Ultra-efficient encoding and management allow us to get the right video source to the right place at the right time, all the time. And don't forget, unlike all of those proprietary cables, IP is a two-way connection. Every source is also a destination. The limitations of the old ways of working are being left behind. And NDI has emerged as the content over IP standard, putting the power to deliver stories with thousands of products in the hands of millions of users. Just as the advent of shared media storage changed the way we did post-production, massively shared media sources are reshaping content creation. History shows us that increasing flexibility is always a good thing. Maybe producers will enjoy the freedom to pop up a control room anywhere there's an Ethernet port. Maybe total access will help serve up more content to more outlets, fast enough to keep up with demand. Maybe that new flexibility will make it easy to snap together talented dream teams from anywhere in the world. Whatever the future brings, it is being accelerated by IP technology. What's important is to embrace these advances and move with the world. If you can harness the inevitable, you can make the most of it. This is how we think about it. And this is what we do. We're NDI.
Well, that's it for today's episode of NDI TV. Our special thanks goes to Joe Capehart and, of course, Mevo for providing the camera and the cameras for today's live production. If you want to know more about Mevo, why don't you head over to mevo.com and find out more about this amazing camera and what it can do. Our special thanks also goes to Dr. Andrew Cross for his Yoda-like words of NDI wisdom, and why don't you look out for more great leadership content coming up in the future from other titans of NDI. And if you haven't already, why not experience the power of NDI for yourself? Visit ndi.tv and click on NDI Tools at the top of the page. Inside, you'll find a suite of applications allowing you to send and receive NDI signals on both PC and Mac. And if you're a developer or a manufacturer and are ready to add NDI support to your products, you can download the NDI SDK at ndi.tv as well. This royalty-free software developers kit offers access to all the tools and resources you'll need to integrate native NDI support into your software, as well as the NDI embedded development kit for all your products like cameras, converters, monitors, and more. So, it's goodbye for me, and until we meet again on the next episode of NDI TV.